Hi, this is your cool Aunt Krista, and I'm coming to you from a different room in my house. You have not seen this. This is my kitchen, and I am doing a new tool that I have either discovered or learned. I don't know that I've actually learned this tool for somebody else or if I made it up myself. Maybe I'm like a fucking ADHD genius. I have 2 dry erase boards. I tried this the other day and it worked really, really well for me. 2 dry erase boards, dry erase marker and an eraser and a timer. So what I'm going to do is, oh, look what I just did. God, tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. I got to fix this. It's going to... Anyway, one of my teeth is fake. That's obvious, right? And the lipstick sticks to it different than the other teeth. It is what it is. What am I doing? I'm a 2 dry erase boards, pen, eraser, and a timer. What I did the other day was I get stuck in the planning, right? So I know it's 2 o'clock. I have 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to clean, right? Before my husband gets home. And I want to get as much shit done as I can in this 2 or 3 hours. Get it done, Krista. Look at this. Sink full of dishes, counters full of crap, floor full of dirt. You got that? You got this. A lot of shit to do. There's a lot of shit to do. A lot of stuff. So what am I going to do? Instead of making a list, because that's what I'm really good at, is making lists and then crossing things off or giving, I don't know why I'm so antsy today. Okay, here we go. Instead of crossing things off or making lists, what I did the other day was I looked around and I picked one small thing. The one small thing could be clear off this. Oops, I dropped my timer. So if the one small thing is clear this counter right here, then I'm going to write down, this is for the things I've done. Done. This is done. So I made a book on Amazon called the To-Done List, and I actually brain this out from when you take the top task and you work backwards, and then instead of writing down what you need to do, you write down what you did toward the goal. This is my goal, clean house. And then, but you don't write anything down until you've done it. And then that's the to-done list. So this is the done list. Bear with me, I'm writing it down, the done list. This is not my to-do list. This is my done list. I have not done anything yet. So there's nothing on it. So then my other dry erase board, I'm going to write, and look, here's the stove and the rest of the counter. I'm not talking about that. I'm breaking it up. It is this counter right here. This is all I'm going to do. So this counter left. Okay, and then I'm looking at this and I'm braining it out, right? There's all this stuff to get rid of. This box needs to go upstairs. This needs to go in some cupboard. Okay, so I'm braining it out. I got a yam. I got to take care of this yam. So one of the things I have to do today is also cook my dog food. So I should have done that yet because I'm not there. But that will be one of the things. But I'm not doing that. I'm not thinking about what I have to do other than this one thing. This is all I have to do is right here. Just this little bit. And I'm going to give myself 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So now what this does, for my ADHD brain, I know exactly what to do. The counter left of stove. Let me be very specific because my brain is going to want to pick something up off the stove. I'm not cleaning the stove. I am cleaning this counter left of the stove. That's it. I have 10 minutes to do this. Why do I give it a time? Because now it's a game. It's a game with myself. And I'm going to win because I like winning. I'm going to win this game with myself. Now, I know I might not be able to get all this stuff done because some of this is my husband's stuff right here, right? So that's just got to clean up that so it looks nice. But everything I can do something with, I have to do something with. So I hate editing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the pause button now. I'm going to set my timer and hit pause. And when it's done, I'm going to unpause and show you my progress. And we're gonna continue this to pick tasks, give them time. Tomato timer, the Pomodoro method. I lost it again, here it is. My tomato is scary because time is scary. You know, he used to be funner, but then one of his eyes popped off and then I wrote on him with a Sharpie and you know, it is what it is. Here's my timer. So here we go, 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the clock. I always kind of go a little bit past because I never really know. Can you hear it? Anyways, 10 minutes. Okay. Hit the pause button. I am back. 10 minutes is done. I actually have a minute left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my boards. The to-done list. I'm going to put counter left. And I'm going to put 9 out of 10 minutes. Why am I putting 9 out of 10 minutes? Because, oh, I forgot I was listening to music. Hang on. Let me pause that. Let me pause that. Music. Where's my, oh, I changed to where the camera is. So I wrote down counter left 9 out of 10 minutes. Because when I'm done, I want to see how much like my estimating versus like what was accurate, right? So the next thing I'm going to do, looking at this, I think, see, this is where I got to brain it out. Like I can't just like jump into something. I got to just like think about it for a minute. Like, do I want to do the stove is like 5 minutes and then this is like 10 minutes or 5 and 5? So I don't know that I want to do it as one. Think. Because this stove is going to take a minute to wipe off. So I think I'm going to do stove 5 minutes. So then I get my other board and we're going to do stove. See how I didn't make a list ahead of time? Because like we fucking know what to do. We can list it. We're just not going to do it. But stove, 5 minutes. Includes wiping it. I did wipe this counter off. I scrubbed it. I have this really cool tool. I mean, you can't really tell because this counter is old, but I spray it down. This is simple green. And then I use one of these and I just go at it. All right, so this is gonna be quick. This is 5 minutes. And we're just doing the stove. That might even be just like 2 minutes. I don't know. We got our 5 minutes. We're going. I'll be back. Okay, that was 5 out of 5 minutes. The stove is now cleaned off. Now, I did put the yam and the noodles back on it because I'm going to be cooking when I'm done cleaning. And the yam and the noodles are part of the dog food that I'll be making. So I lost my pen. Here it is, pen. So we did stove. And that was 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on the stove. Now I'm going to move on to this little corner of the pocket. I need to move that Swiffer. I'm going to move it over there because later I'm probably going to do the floors. But I'm not planning to do the floors. I'm just, being realistic. So now I'm going to do corner counters. Corner counters. Now let's take a look at that corner counter. So corner counter, and I'm looking at it. There's a lot of stuff over here. There's a lot of appliances that don't belong on the counter. They belong underneath. Several things that this should be a lot cleaner, a lot. So I'm actually gonna give this a good 15 minutes. I don't know minutes. I really don't know if it's gonna take 15 minutes, but there's a lot there. It's, behind that toaster is more stuff, and behind the more stuff is more stuff. And some of it's going to be recycled. Looks like some old lemons, some old ginger, because I'm always buying lemon and ginger thinking I'm going to be so healthy. I'm going to make natural ginger lemon drink tea every day and just be And for a few days I do, but then I end up with extra lemon and ginger. So we got 15 minutes, and we're going to put the timer on for 15 minutes. See you in 15 minutes. Well, hello. This took me the whole 15 minutes. I literally got done right at the buzzer. This is on the counter because I have little towels in here. I try not to use paper towels for everything, so I have about 30 of these, maybe 40, and I wash them and use them like they're paper towels, but as you can see, there's only 2 in here because they're all the dirty ones are in the laundry room. Shoot, I forgot to stop the music. Stop the music. Sorry. All of the other dirty ones are in the laundry, so I have 2 more clean ones to work with. There might be a stack of clean ones actually in the laundry. I'll go check. So I've got this done. This part of the counter is cleaned. I rearranged a few things. I put the appliances away that don't need to be out. The next task I need to do is this. I think what I'm gonna do is load the dishwasher as the next task without anything else. Is that my coffee? No, okay, it's empty. Not there yet, I'm not on that. Because I know that there's more that I wanna do, not making a list, but just like the next thing is to load the dishwasher. Not do all the dishes. That's too much of a task. The other thing with the ADHD, if my task is too long, then the dopamine of the completion doesn't hit. So I want my task to be short. This is just task number 4. The load the dishwasher. So I'm gonna put corner counter, because I forgot to write this down, was 15 out of 15. And now I'm gonna load dishwasher. And I'm gonna give it 5. I really think I can load in 5. Just because it's halfway loaded already. Oops, dishwasher. And I'm only loading. I'm not doing all the things. I'm not washing the cups. I'm not cleaning the sink. I'm not washing the big things. I am only putting what fits in the dishwasher in there. So I'm gonna load dishwasher. 5 minutes. Why do I write this down? Because I will literally in 5 minutes while standing here get sidetracked. I need to be very, very clear about what it is I am doing. Before I even do this, I'm gonna check for towels. Because now that I thought about it, my brain's gonna wanna do it. So before I even start this 5-minute task, I need to check for towels because I don't wanna stop this 5-minute task partway 2 minutes in and then go look for towels. And then I'm gonna be in the laundry room and there's gonna be a thing and it's gonna need to get done. Like put something in the garage and then I'm gonna get in the garage and then I'm gonna see the dog collar and I'll be like, the dog should go on a walk. And I'm gonna take the dogs on a walk and on the way back, I'm gonna go to the book nook and they'll receive some books and then I'll be like, I should donate some of my books to the book nook. And then I'll go upstairs to where the books are and I'll see that the craft room is still super messy and I'll be like, oh no, I told my life coach I said, Mama, clean the craft room. And then I'll start cleaning it and pretty soon 4 hours have gone by and the dishes are still not in the dishwasher. ADHD, I have to be very clear with myself what I am doing and how long it would take. What is the next thing? It's almost 3 o'clock. I know I have at least another hour of cleaning left in me. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes at a time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go look at those towels and I'm gonna come right back and check this off. And then I'm gonna put my timer. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put 6 minutes on the timer. Because that'll give me time to go check on the towels, cross it off, and get started. So there we go. The timer's going. The timer's going. I found a stack of towels. In they go. Timer's exactly at 5 minutes. I'm crossing this out. And now I'm going to put dishes in the dishwasher. That literally took me not even 2 minutes. So this still has timer on it. So I'm gonna write down here, I'll put 3. 3 of 5 minutes to load the dishwasher. 3 of 5 minutes to load the dishwasher. Here, I will put this task off because I think it's gonna take forever, but it does not. So, I'm still left with a lot of dirty dishes that didn't fit in the dishwasher and a lot of glasses that have to be washed by hand. So, I think I'm gonna wash the rest of the dishes by hand. Also because I do know that I'm gonna cook dog food, not that I'm planning ahead, but I do need to cook it. So that thing that I need to cook it in is dirty. So I need to clean that, right? So that has to get washed so I can re-dirty it. And then I'm gonna do this thing when I get to the dog food though, I'm gonna clean as I go. So I think for right now, I'm gonna take 5 minutes to clean off the island, get anything out of the way, and get the dish rack up and get ready to wash dishes. Not actually wash them, clean the counter space, because like if you can see here, this is the counter space where the dry dishes go. Well, there's all these things on there. There's a banner for my book event. There's all these things. So I'm going to clean off the island. 5 minutes. It's probably only take me 2. But again, why do I do this? It's like the dopamine and the completion of the task. Like I'm breaking it down. I'm very realistic about how much time these things are gonna take and what I'm gonna do. And then when the task is small enough, I can complete it without getting sidetracked usually. And I have it written down, and I'm gonna write island ready for dishes, ready to wash dishes, ready to wash dishes. What does that mean? It means I have to get out the dryer thing. It means I need to move those plants and that banner. The banner shouldn't be there anyways. I'm gonna give this 5 minutes, but I'm gonna give myself a task first. I want an apron because I'm wearing this cute little blazer number, and if I'm gonna do dishes, I don't wanna get it all watery and stuff. So I'm gonna go get an apron, then I'm gonna start the 5-minute timer. This is the only thing I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna get an apron. I'm gonna go get an apron. In a bizarre twist, when I went to go find out to grab an apron, none of the aprons are there. I have no idea. Did I get rid of my aprons? Did I move them somewhere else to be more convenient and now I don't know where they are? I don't know. But then I went out to check on my dogs, and my dog's got some allergies on his eye and it's swelling up, so I have to take care of that before I can clean some more. So TBD on the dishes. I'm not sidetracked. You should see my dog's eye. Bullet, come here. Bullet. You see his eye? Oh, bud. Yeah, he gets the really bad allergies, and so I gotta take care of him, and then I'll be back to do more cleaning. I got the sink area prepped, and I don't have an apron because I don't know where the fuck they are. So that did take 5 minutes. So island ready. Is island ready? That sounds like I'm going on a vacation. I'm island ready. So that was 5 out of 5. So here's my list. So far I have cleaned the counter left, cleaned the stove, cleaned the counter right, loaded the dishwasher, and got the counter ready to do dishes. So now the next step is I'm going to wash dishes. I think that's the next step is gonna happen. Wash dishes by hand. I'm gonna clean this fucking kitchen, man. It's gonna be done. So I am going to wash dishes. Not dry dishes, wash dishes. That's it. Like you pick one thing. I'm just doing one thing. And I'm gonna give myself 15 minutes for this. And that might not even be enough time, but it might be. Just really quick, this is the amount of dishes. Can you see? So there's like a little sink full and just like a shit ton of cups because I always need something to drink, right? I'm clean and sober, but I always need like an energy drink or a water or a flavor water or a fizzy water or a protein drink. Or sometimes I need water and a protein drink. So I just have a lot of cups. So yeah, I got a lot of cups to wash. So 15 minutes, wash dishes, not doing anything else. Setting a timer. We're ready to go. 15 minutes. All right, dishes, here we go. Hi there. Couple of things. Washing the dishes, I thought was gonna take me 15 minutes. It took me 45 minutes. That's just washing dishes. Apparently I wash dishes a lot slower than I thought. Second thing is, this is actually the next day. So I washed my dishes, again with the lipstick. Then my husband came home, and I just don't love to film when anyone else is around because it makes me then weirder. So then like we went to dinner and a 12-step meeting, and so that was that. So I threw in the same jacket as yesterday, but not the necklaces, whatever, you'll be fine. I don't have any earrings in. But this is, I just want to continue the process because I was doing good yesterday. I was doing good yesterday with this process of not overthinking and just doing. And as an overthinker and a not doer, this was really helping me. Oh, here comes my dog. Oh, hi, baby. Oh, here comes my other dog. They hear me talking. They're about to go ring the bell to go out because that's what they do when I talk. Be right back. Back again. Okay, let the dogs out. So now I have, I did put away some of the dishes, but here's, all of this took a long time because it's like straws. I have a lot of straws. And if you reuse your straws, you really got to make sure you keep them clean. And then I made dog food, and then I cleaned up after myself. I cleaned as I went. This is really not something I normally do. I still need to make dog treats. These are for dog treats, these weird trays. But now I want to continue with the kitchen process, doing just one thing at a time until this kitchen is done. And then I'm going to move on to the living room because I want to just keep rolling with this process. But I think when I do, you see, I'm already overthinking it. This is where I waste the time. I waste the time because I'm going to just try to plan it all out and plan. No, I love planning. That's my jam. I love planning. But I think this is going to help me with the execution of the plan. So if I'm upstairs and I'm doing my daily plan video or planning, whatever, and I say kitchen, I can write kitchen on my to-do board, but I'm not going to write like kitchen, wash dishes, dry dishes, counter, sweep, mop, water plants, all the things. I'm just going to come here and look at the kitchen and try to do one thing at a time, but still use these boards. Again, I talk about this all the time, is that my brain is like a hollow darkness. Up here is just like hollow darkness. There's not, I have aphantasia where I don't see images. There's no image in here. There's no like visualizing the clean kitchen. I just kind of think in word thoughts. Like if I visualize a clean kitchen, like I don't see it. It's not there. There's no like fragment of anything. It looks, what I see is like what you see when you turn off a television, or like, I'm old, right? So like if you turn to a station that isn't on, it's fuzzy. That's what I see, you know. And with the ADHD, like there's things get filed away and I can pull them up randomly, but I don't necessarily pull them up when I need them. And then I just start to ruminate and think, thought, think, and then I get the distracted. So this, again, is going to help me to move the forward. So what I'm going to do now is just, I'm looking at my sink over here. The next thing I'm going to do is put away that pile. So I'm going to put away, and the dishwasher. So I think that seems like 2 tasks, don't you think? Again, because I don't want to give myself any task that's too long. And it happened yesterday. I was like, I'm just going to wash these dishes. I thought it would be 15 minutes. It took over 45. Then my husband came home. I spiraled out. I did other things. I forgot to record, blah, blah, blah. I forgot to record some of the dog food stuff, but then my husband came home and then I didn't want to record. I gotta let the dogs in. I got one dog that's got really bad allergies and he can't be out in the backyard too long right now or his eyes get all puffy. So what am I doing? I'm gonna just put away, I'm just gonna put away the clean dishes. Put away clean dishes. Put away counter dishes. Counter. And I think it's only gonna take me 5 minutes. So put away the counter, clean dishes, 5 minutes. Oh, I have hiccups. And then I'm going to do the dishwasher, but I'm not even thinking about that right now. The only thing I have to do is these counter dishes. That's my goal. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes on the clock, on the little pom-pom, and I'll be back in 5. So I did that very quickly. I did it in like 2 minutes. So counter dishes away, 2 of 5. 2 of 5, right? So now what is next? So I did leave, can you see, I left this here because I have more dishes to wash. And I need to unload the dishwasher. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna unload the dishwasher, wash the ones hot, and put the other ones in there. So the next thing I need to do is unload the dishwasher. And I think this is going to take me 10 minutes. I would say 5, but I think it's going to be more like 7, so I'm just going to put 10. So unload the dishwasher is the next step. Again, I wrote all my stuff down that I got done. I'm going to do the dishwasher. Alrighty. That is the next logical step. We got 10 minutes on the timer, and I'll see you in 10. Well, what do you know? It only literally took me like 2 minutes to unload this dishwasher. I didn't think that was possible. And now when I think about like, oh, I don't want to take the time to unload the dishwasher. It was 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. It was a full dishwasher. And then I did put this into the dishwasher and I was about to start loading it. And then I realized that's another task. So I stopped myself. So when I look at this sink, I'm gonna load and wash because there's only like 3 things in this sink. Again, washing does seem to take me a little extra time. I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna put 10 minutes to load and wash. And that 10 minutes is going to not be too long. I don't think I'm gonna get sidetracked here. I think that I'll be able to, oops, I wrote down wash twice. I don't think I'm gonna get sidetracked. Like whoever thinks they are, right? I don't think ever I'm not like, hey, I'm getting sidetracked. No. So I'm going to load and wash the rest of the dishes. And then I know there's a couple more tasks. Those dogs. A couple more tasks. So right now, load and wash. Load and wash. Load and wash. Hi there, yeah. Okay, it took me 9 minutes. And oh, there we go. Maybe 10. I'm gonna say 9 because I finished and then I got my timer. So 9 minutes on that one. And that was to load and wash the dishes. And I actually, because there was only 1 dish and 1 bottle, I dried the dish, put it away, and I put the bottle over here because I dried the outside, but the inside still needs to air out. This next thing I'm gonna do, because I've been washing so many dishes, this sink is not that dirty, but I'm gonna do a final counter sink wipe. So like, I wiped down everything yesterday, but it's been a day. And these are dry, so I need to put them away. This bucket needs to go away. The cleaning spray needs to go away. And then these towels need to go in the washer. That will be a second step. I don't want to make, that's too much. Like I'm already doing too much. Because if I have a list of like 3 different things, I think I'm going to find somewhere to loop out. These are things I think that normal people just do. Like they go in the kitchen and they just look around and they just clean it. If I could just clean the kitchen, I wouldn't be here. I'd be, somewhere else. I wouldn't be making ADHD videos. I wouldn't be making hoarding videos. I wouldn't be watching hoarding videos and watching cleaning videos If you haven't watched Space Maker Method, love her. She's a person who works with other people to clean. And then there's a couple others that I watch too, but I can't think of anybody's names. And then there's other people, like when I do my critical task list, that came from like another influencer person who does business stuff. And, you know, some of this I get from my therapist. She's actually a mental health coach. I don't know what to call her. I want to call her a life coach, but that doesn't seem quite right. She's technically my mental health coach. Anyways, this is just something I think normal people do, but it is something that is not intuitive for me and leads to doing other things. So right now I'm just going to do counters, right? Counters and sink, because like this is all one big area. Counter, sink, wipe. Counter, sink, final wipe. Wipe? No H, right? Wipe. Counter, sink, final wipe. And put away the last objects. Not including starting in the washer. And I think I'm going to give myself 10 minutes for this too. Anything longer than a 15-minute task, I need to break it down, is what I'm seeing. Because yesterday's task that was longer than 15 minutes, I got a little sidetracked and did other things, and then So here we are. Counter, sink, final wipe, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And go. That took 12 minutes. So final wipe. That took 12 minutes. I thought it was going to take 10. I did get sidetracked. I wiped off 2 chairs and then I was rearranging these plants and I moved one of the sticks from this plant to this plant because the thing this was holding up died, and so now that's over here to hold that up. And then I rearranged them in a way that, so like if you're sitting at the counter, you still have space. I put away like the soap and the thing with the utensils under the sink to clean the counter off more. But then I also did wipe off the front of the dishwasher. And then I started to go to the counters and I was like, what are you doing? This is not part of the plan. I think I could have got my final wipe done in like 8 minutes, but I did get 3 sidetracks, right? Still in the same area, so not terrible, not things that didn't need to get done, but things that had I not been in this process, I could have really squirreled out. Like pretty soon I could be repainting the cupboards, you know, I'd be at like Home Depot buying paint and the sink would still not be clean. So I have to like focus this down and do just the next thing, right? The next thing. So what I want to do now is add up and I haven't done the floors yet, and I haven't done the laundry, but just the basic kitchen-y things, what I thought was going to take versus what it actually took. So I thought it was going to take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I thought it would take 90 minutes. Oh, the 5s are way easier to add than the other ones. Okay, so 14 and 19 is 29, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 37, 38, 39, 48, 58, 58, and 45. So I thought it would take me an hour and a half, 90 minutes. It took me an hour and 43 minutes. So only like by a 15-minute, 13-minute time difference did it actually take versus what I thought. But this is like the cleanest the kitchen's been in a really long time. In an hour and a half, please, okay? Please, that's not very long. I can do that. Also, there were the times where I squirreled out and I started to do other things. And the big one was washing the dishes. And here's the thing. Had I been keeping up with the dishwasher and it be empty, a lot of those hand wash dishes I could have put in the dishwasher. But because I was washing and there was dishes in the dishwasher, Actually, those were even from before, but it was full and I chose to empty before I washed, which maybe I should have done that in reverse. So maybe it could have took less time. And also it was pretty messy, and if I keep up on it, it's not gonna take an hour and a half, right? Okay, so that is the kitchen. The kitchen is done. I am going to go put these towels in the washer with all the others, because now literally there are no clean ones. My towel bin is empty. Oh, there's one, but this should be overflowing bin of towels. And I keep those in this cupboard here. I was keeping them on the counter, but again, not on the counter. It doesn't need to be on the counter. So I'm going to finish this video. What's my takeaway from this? My takeaway is, I think even when I plan, like I plan to clean the kitchen, I plan to do the floors, I need to break it down. So like for me, it's gonna, when I do the floors today, I'm gonna break it down into upper level, lower level stairs. And then I'm gonna break it down into, that's vacuuming. And then I'll break it down into lower level, upper level mop. And then maybe bathrooms or something, or maybe just one vacuum and then mop. I have a vacuum that like runs out in like 10 minutes because it's like the plug-in kind that like has or it's cordless. You plug it in to charge the battery and then it's cordless. So I know vacuuming can only take me 10 minutes. It can't take longer than vacuum, it'll run out. And if I run around, I can get the whole house done in that 10 minutes. And then I don't know if I'm actually gonna mop today because I have a lot of other things to do, but I am gonna do laundry, mopping, make a video. Not this video, I'm gonna make a day plan video after I change, because this is technically yesterday's outfit. I just wanted this video to be a little consistent. So here we are. I'm gonna just break it down, ADHD me. I'm gonna pick my task and I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna be pretty specific. Break down the task, be pretty specific with the time. And I keep this where I can see it, you know, somewhere setting up. And then after I finish the task, I'm gonna write down what I thought it was and what it actually was. And this is a list. This was the to-done list. Counter left, stove, corner counter, load dishwasher, island ready, wash dishes, counter dishes away, unload dishwasher, load and wash what's left, and the final wipe. Total of 103 minutes. That's very doable for me. Now, however, had I made this list ahead of time, I may have added or removed things, and I probably would have spent anywhere from like 30 minutes or longer just creating the list and then getting sidetracked. So this was a really good way to just like pick one task and do it. And when you are done, just do the next task. But for me, I have to write down all those tasks. So that was the ADHD way for me. I did use my trusty timer, pom-pom. You know, I got my tools, my favorite pen. It's, to me, important to have a favorite pen, because if this isn't a nice, smooth black, I'm not gonna be as happy and I might not get everything done. So make sure you have your favorite pen if you have a favorite pen. There we go. So again, I am Krista, your cool Aunt Krista, and please subscribe to my channel and like this video, please. If you have questions, put it in the comments. I only answer my comments like once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, because again, I forget and I have a lot on my plate. So, but I do try to get back to them and then reply to comments. If you just put like cool, I might just like thumbs up it. But if you're like, cool, where'd you get your dry erase board? The dollar store. Also, Goodwill often has dry erase boards, but I will try to answer those questions. Where'd you get your blazer? I don't know, I've had it for like a decade. Where do you get your hair done? Jolie Salon in Everett, Washington. Is it Everett or Snohomish? I don't know. It's called Jolie Salon. Anyways, here we go. Please, again, like and subscribe to the channel. Now I'm just like blah, talking. So I'm going to stop this. I'm going to put these all together and put it up as a way for you to learn how I clean. This is great. This is super great. I really enjoyed this process. Have a blessed day.